Hi everyone. In this short video, I'm going to quickly show you how to create an Nginx application and deploy it in Kubernetes, Azure Kubernetes service. Yes, so I've got my project structure created here. Let me open up that in the Visual Studio Code. Right. So this is my HTML page, just an HTML file. You can think about any content. You can go ahead and modify it very well. So that's going to work as expected over here. So don't worry about that content and what I have written in the HTML file. You can just choose anything from the internet and you can make use of it. And I've got a Docker file. This Docker file is very simple. It's going to create an Nginx box. So the base image is from Nginx and I'm copying the home.html, the HTML file which I created to the desired location. So it's going to copy the home.html file inside the user, share, Nginx and HTML folder. So underneath the HTML file folder, we may have a couple of other files. Let's ignore that for now and let me quickly show you how I'm going to host this and access it from the internet. So for that, I'm going to use a couple of kubectl commandlet, which you can see here. Let me open it in the preview mode. Right. So first and foremost, let's see if something is running in my Kubernetes infrastructure. Kubectl get pods. Okay, I don't have any pods. Do we have any replica sets? No. And do we have any service? Yes, I do have a cluster IP service running, but I'm going to expose this using the load balancer service. So first, let me create the pod. Copy this command. I'm going to paste it over here. Sorry for that. Let me copy it again. Paste it. Yeah. So I'm using kubectl run name of the pod and the image I'm going to pull it is from the Docker Hub. All right. So that's very simple. Good. So I think now I should be having pods ready. Yes, I can see the status is running and I can see one of one is up and running. So I can describe my pods here. Describe pod, name of the pod, collaborants hyphen not hyphen dev. Excellent. I don't see any errors as of now. So it's all good. Now I need to expose this to internet so that I can access it from my local web browser. So for that, I'm going to use this second command. What exactly it does? For some reason, I have trouble in my copy paste. Yes. So I'm going to expose my pod, kubectl expose pod, name of the pod, and the type as load balancer, port as 80, name of the service. Very simple. You can think about any name of the service. That's up to you. So now what happens is I can see a service, but I don't have public IP. Let's wait for a couple of minutes. Probably it may take, yeah, we are lucky. We got the public IP. Good. So let me copy this public IP and try to access it in the browser. Meanwhile, we'll go here and open up your Azure portal and workloads underneath the Kubernetes service. What do we see here? We don't see any deployments. That's good because we didn't create any deployment, the superset of this. But I've got pods, right? So you can see the pod in the default namespace, the one I've created. It's running state, and I do have I don't have a replica sets though, but that's okay. I'm trying to access this, but I have trouble getting it up and running. What should be the reason for this? Let's see what's happening in my box. The IP address is correct, 20.109.233.1. Yes, now I can see the Nginx boxes up and running. But you know what? I see the default index.html, right? But I don't see the HTML which I've created here. So what happened is by default, it gets the index.html to render. So we need to access home.html. Wow. And you see here, that's what exactly we have written in our, okay, that's the different one. So that's what we have it in our HTML file. Cool. Actually, what happened is I modified this HTML file. I don't see the application version 2.0 text or the paragraph, whatever you call it in the HTML tag. Why I don't see it here is I have published that in the image. So that's how it's working. So it's going to pull out the latest image. So if I'm going to get a new Docker file published and that gets the latest version, I can pull that and get that running. In my next video, I show you how to go ahead and do that without a downtime and how do we go ahead and upgrade the versions. Thanks for watching my video.